And here I'm going on a beautiful little boat on Lake Van in Turkey. I'll just give you a panorama of this little port and the boat. Some of my fellow passengers, i.e. two of them. Mountains beyond. Lake Van is just striking right now. It's May 8th. There's still a lot of snow-capped mountains. I'll show you the beautiful church of Achtamar, the late 10th century church, a 1,000-year-old church. I wanted to see this my whole life. Are coming in. I'll toss the line pretty soon. Wow. I've waited over 30 years to come here. So I'm pretty happy about this. Beautiful, beautiful little island. Here's a good panorama of the mountains that are near Achtamar, and this is part of the ruined monastery of Achtamar. Over in the distance, these little rectangular rooms, probably the cells of the monks, and of course there's the famous and beautiful church there. There it is, Achtamar, the Church of the Holy Cross. And what this church is most famous for are the sculptures, the relief sculptures that adorn all of the exterior walls. For example, and I'll try to zoom in on this and refocus, I think you'll be able to recognize the story of David and Goliath. There's David with his sling, and then on the right-hand side, Goliath with his sword and shield. And you can see everywhere there are saints and biblical stories, and just a riot of beautiful geometric and fine designs. Really quite striking. Here are some more scenes on the lower left. Jonah being swallowed by the whale. Another thing that you can see a lot of on this church, because obviously pilgrims throughout the centuries would come here, are these things called kachkars. And basically they're graffiti, kind of votive graffiti, and they include Armenian inscriptions, very often crosses. Crosses are probably the most typical, and I hope that this is coming through. So as I'm here, I have to think of all the I suppose the first Armenian I ever met was my roommate in college at UBC, Victor Vahe Samerjan. So I'm of course thinking of him right now, because he was the person who kind of got me a little bit interested in Armenian architecture and so on years ago. And I had also been a great fan of the Armenian-Canadian filmmaker Achtamar. So I'm kind of thinking of him too. And then more recently thinking of a student I had last quarter, Mane Ohanyan, who was one of my good students in my Venetian art class. So I'm kind of dedicating this to her too, to maybe inspire her to come and see this for herself one day. And here's the beautiful interior of Achtamar with its altar. And of course, its beautiful semi-domes and the dome above. And if you climb the big rock, the high point of Achtamar Island, this is the remarkable view that you get of the church below and Lake Van, and of course the beautiful mountains beyond. Wow, that's about all I can say. Whew. Wonderful, and I still have higher to go. There's the old extinct volcano across the lake. Lots of seagulls here on the island. And again the mountains, and there's our view of Achtamar. Quite lovely. Quite lovely. Let's just pull back a little bit and see what kind of terrific view there is from up here. What a great day. I'm not going to get to the other Armenian churches around Lake Van that I wanted to get to, but if you're going to see one, this is the one to see. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I'm happy I had great, sunny, clear, beautiful weather too.